This video was recorded in Jay, Maine on April 15, 2022. It shows an explosion at one of the state's largest paper mills, captured by a nearby trucker's dash cam. As the smoke and debris quickly approach the vehicle, the trucker communicates with colleagues over the radio, expressing understandable shock. Before the explosion, the truckers were en route to deliver wood to the paper mill. Fortunately, they were on the road when the explosion occurred. The dark cloud of smoke reaches the vehicles, and debris covers the truck's windshield. The smoke continues to spread. Prior to the incident, the Androscoggin paper mill employed over 500 people, with about 175 working near the explosion site at the time. Remarkably, no one was injured in the incident. As per the sheriff's department, the explosion resulted from a rupture in the pressure vessel in the mill's digester section. This is where wood chips are cooked to turn them into fiber for making paper. A year after this incident, the owners of the paper mill filed a lawsuit against a mechanical contracting company in Florida responsible for assembling some of the machines in the mill. The investigation revealed that the explosion was caused by faulty welding. This dashcam video, recorded on June 2, 2022 in Australia, shows a driver with both front and rear cameras. At around 5 p.m., while waiting at a red light to turn left, a Mercedes pulls up behind the driver. Suddenly, the driver's side doors opens, and a man holding a metal object quickly approaches. Fortunately, the driver saw this in the rearview mirror, allowing enough time to react. The driver swerved off the road and through the grass, passing 3 cars. The man with the Mercedes was left standing on the road. The uploader doesn't know the man's intentions. There's a possibility of a prior road incident, but no evidence was found. The man might have intended to rob, or worse, but it remains unclear. In 2022, a trucker was driving on the P.J. Patterson Highway in Jamaica around 4:30 a.m. Things seemed ordinary until a bike was suddenly pushed a few feet in front of the truck. A dark figure was atop the bike, although it's unclear if it was a person. The driver tensed up, but rather worryingly, he didn't slow down. Despite the unsettling incident, he appeared unfazed, casually checking his side view mirrors. After running over the bike, the footage even showed him shaking his head and chuckling as he continued down the highway. This unsettling video raises many questions, but the trucker might have avoided a potential threat by not stopping. Comments suggest this method is a common robbery tactic in Jamaica, where a dummy or bundle of blankets are placed on a bike to make it appear as someone is riding. The bike is then placed in front of the vehicle to startle the driver and make them feel guilty, hoping they'll step out to check on someone. you can likely guess the outcome. In these incidents, the person placing the bike isn't usually working alone and is often part of a group with others hiding nearby. If the driver had stopped, they might have become a target for a robbery or worse. While it seems like a failed robbery attempt in this footage, it can't be confirmed 100% whether that's what actually occurred. On September 6, 2018, a big rig got stuck on the train tracks near a small neighborhood in Chester, Virginia. A guy named Mike Eugene, who lived nearby, recorded the whole thing with his truck's dash cam. Here's the deal. The crossing guard is down and the track lights are going crazy, signaling that a train is coming. Meanwhile, the song, Ghost Riders in the Sky, is playing on Mike's truck radio. Suddenly, a guy dashes down the side of the trailer and makes a run for it. The driver and another person bail out of the cab just in time before the train smashes into the trailer, cutting it in half and sending metal pieces flying. Since the trailer's parking brake wasn't on, the truck rolled off the road after the collision. After the crash, the person who recorded the incident pulled up to the truck driver a few seconds later and asked if anyone was still in the truck during the train collision. Luckily, the truck driver assured us that everyone had managed to get out in time, and no one was injured. Surprisingly, this isn't the first time a train has collided with a stalled truck on these tracks. Back in 2014, a similar situation led to a fatal collision at the crossing. 2 months later, another large truck got stuck and was hit. The scenario repeated in 2016. This railroad crossing at Curtis Street in Chester has a steep slope, and signs along the road warn that flat-bottom trailers can get stuck on the tracks. Despite these warnings, trucks continue to get stuck, making this crossing particularly perilous. This dashcam and driver cam footage capture a man dozing off behind the wheel of a big trailer truck. After glancing out the window a couple times, he closes his eyes, seemingly falling asleep. As the truck speeds down the highway, he wakes up too late. Realizing the impending danger, the truck veers off the road, hurtling towards an overpass. Unfortunately, the driver can't do anything to prevent it. The truck catapults off the overpass, crashing into the ground below, causing significant whiplash for the driver. Fortunately, no cars were beneath the overpass at the time, but the impact sent everything inside the truck flying, even knocking off the truck's head turbine. The co-driver was taking a break in the back of the truck during the incident. Despite audible moans of pain after the crash, both men emerged unharmed and could walk away from the truck. Viewers noted that the driver's seatbelt likely played a crucial role in preventing more severe consequences. The location of the incident remains unknown, as the police haven't shared additional details. However, it's probable that the truck driver faced job loss and reckless driving charges.